Hey, happy hump day, everybody. So don't forget, after this, I'll be releasing the stock of the week this week, under $10 stock. And this one is a little bit different. This one's one of those high risk, high reward stocks, but I think you'll really enjoy this. It's a nice little stock to put in your portfolio. Um, for the long term. So, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. There's a method behind the madness on that. How's that market today, right? Much ado about nothing really so far. Let me pull up let me share my screen with you here. So let's pop on over to CNBC and let's get a refresh here. So we got nice current data. You can see that Dow's pretty much flat, down about 15 points. The S&P is up about 3-4 points. Really just flat across the board. A little bit bullish on the NASDAQ, a little bit bearish on the Dow. Is that value trade? Are people confident enough right now to put their money back in tech, the high valuations and stuff like that? Might be, right? Remember, we're a consumer-based economy, but we're technology-driven. So it makes sense that people want to put their money into tech. You can see the VIX is down pretty much flat also too. It's just kind of flat across the board. And the reason is, if you look at tomorrow, we've got some big numbers coming up tomorrow. We've got our jobless claims, our continuing claims about an hour before the market, durable good orders. We've got our GDP revision. And of course, it's always exciting when these cats, right, take the front stage, your Fed speakers, your presidents and stuff. Not always in line with the big guy, with Powell, right? And then Friday, guys, we roll into personal income and consumer spending. Again, remember, we are a consumer-driven economy. Is consumer spending coming back? And then we've got our core PCE price index, which of course is your inflation concerns. And then guess what? We've got more Fed speakers. So blah, blah, blah. So look, it's hump day today. It's a nice little Wednesday, good chance to rest your legs. We tapped out our Suncor this morning. We took that 80%, I know we had out till September on those calls. We can always reset it, but look, we saw something on the chart, right? And I wanted to talk about this with you guys so you understand your trading if you want to learn something. We were up about 80% going into last Thursday, right? When that big sell down happened. And we gave up the profit, right? We were back, basically, we're up about 5% on the trade going into Monday morning. By the time it hit this morning, we're back up 80%. So guess what? We took that 80%. You don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. We can always reset that trade going forward. Oil's having a decent morning this morning. It's well over 73. It's pushed 74 this morning. It's still trickling up. We still got July 4th and stuff, but we've also still got MRO and ET on the board. So we've still got some oil exposure going on there. And of course, we've got that Twitter short going on, which is just in the crapper right now. But we're going to hold on to that. And there's again, method behind the madness. Don't panic. Don't make rash decisions. Think things through. Is there a reason to hold on to Twitter? Well, sure. If tomorrow's reports are a train wreck, guess what? We're cashing out that Twitter at big gains. So we'll hold on to that for right now. Kind of weather the storm, right? We just took 80% on a trade. We're, right now we're feeling good, right? The last few trades, I think in the last 8 trades, we're 6 out of 8, and we've hit the last 4 in a row. So, you know what I mean? We're making money. We can take a little bit of risk. Other than that, guys, there's just not a whole lot happening in the market right now. So, we'll just kind of sit back, enjoy Wednesday, and we recommend you guys do too, because probably there's not going to be a whole lot of action in this market until we start seeing those reports tomorrow. Okay, gang? So let's make this a quick report. Don't forget in a few minutes to tune in to our stock of the week. You're going to enjoy this. It's kind of attached to tech, but it's also in another sector which is known over the years to generate some huge incomes if you can find the right stocks at the right moment. So, and it's under $10. We added 100 shares of, you know, we never recommend anything to you guys that we're not willing to buy ourselves. Okay. And so I want you to know, we picked up 100 shares of it this morning. The reason we picked up 100 shares of it this morning is it's only a $7 stock, $700. We put 100 shares in our pocket. We're expecting to hold this for a while. Guess what? We can make some extra money writing covered calls. All right. So with that, guys, let's call it an update, and don't forget to tune in for the stock of the week. Let's see how these reports shake out pre-market tomorrow and going into the rest of the day and going into Friday. Could be an exciting Thursday and Friday. Will it be the opposite of last Thursday and Friday, or will it be a repeat? We're not taking any chances, and that's why we took that Suncor 80%. Boom. All right, gang. And you know what? That buys us a little time, right? We can sit on the Twitter just in case this market hits the crapper tomorrow. And we can hold with the MRO and the ET a little bit. MRO is having a great morning this morning. ET is struggling a little bit at that $11, but it's right on the cusp. So we'll be patient with our trades. And don't forget, we opened up a PEJ trade. We like PEJ. You know, it's entertainment and travel, leisure ETF from Invesco. We think going into July 4th weekend and rolling into September, that thing's primed up real nice. It's trading at about $52 right now. But the options we bought out, I think we bought them out about 2 months out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, we're in it. Other than that, hey, Bitcoin. How about Bitcoin, guys? We'll do a crypto show on Friday, right? And we'll talk about this a little bit more extensively. But look at that dip. Look at the FUD, right? The fear, uncertainty, doubt. Again, a lot of that is media created. And that's why I tell you guys, especially if you guys are younger, newer traders, and you're not used to this volatility and you're not used to the bullshit that you get from the media, step back. Don't be glued onto YouTube sites where guys are sitting there. I sold my Bitcoin. I shouldn't have sold it. I lost everything. Blah, blah, blah. When all you had to do was just sit tight. All right. Look, guys, we'll talk more about Bitcoin on Friday. Okay. I don't want to make this whole show about Bitcoin. The market's just flat. We just talked about it, right? The Dow's down a little bit. The S&P's up just a little bit. And the NASDAQ's probably the bull of the gang right now, right? So Apple and Microsoft started to show some leadership this morning, and then Apple just kind of rolled back over. It's like Twitter's leading the goddamn market. It's like, and we went short on it. We'll stick with that Twitter though. Like we said, we think Twitter's still in a longer term downtrend, and this is just one of those moments when it bucks that trend, and it'll roll back over real quick. And we gave ourselves plenty of time on that options anyways. And like I said, we just cashed out a big 80% gainer, so we can afford to hold on to that short while we see how these reports digest. Again, remember what I tell you: patience, have a thesis, have a plan, and stick to it. Don't let something you saw on Kramer or CNBC or YouTube or Instagram change your thesis in your trade. If you think you're right, you stick to your guns. Okay, that's how we do it. So anyways, guys, I see you guys for the stock of the week. All right. Like I said, under $10. This one's a nice one. We think we bought 100 shares of it this morning. And again, the reason we bought 100 shares is so that we can write covered calls on it, because we're expecting to hold this in the portfolios for a little while. All right, gang, I'll see you at the stock of the week.